Hello everyone, it's me RJ Deva joining with you from Amrita kairali Vidya Bhavan School Radio SRADHA. We guys are back with you to celebrate after a long time. For about 2 years, we are not meeting each other, right? But that's not a problem for us. We are back again to entertain you through this platform. So let's start. Though this pandemic situation increases, we are not losing our faith. We all believe that the situation will surely move off after some days. And more than this pandemic, there are more incidents that is happening throughout the world. And moving on to sports, there are more to expect. So let's invite Safia for the latest expected world news and sports news. Again, you're listening to RJ Deva joining from Amrita kairali Vidya Bhavan School Radio SRADHA.
ഇനി ശ്രദ്ധയിലേക്ക് കേൾക്കൂ, ശ്രദ്ധിക്കൂ.
A very good morning. Welcome to today's news. Over 88 lakh jabs in a day take India to a new high. India administered more than 88.13 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine on August 16, the highest ever vaccination achieved in a single day, the Union Health Ministry said on Tuesday. SC issues notice to Centre on pleas alleging snooping. The Supreme Court on Tuesday issued pre-admission notice to the Union government on petitions seeking an independent inquiry into allegations that the government used Israeli spyware Pegasus to snoop on citizens. Knowledge Society, a huge social change. KM Abraham. The Kerala Knowledge Economy Mission will create 20 lakh quality jobs in the next 5 years, Chief Principal Secretary to the Chief Minister KM Abraham has said. Preparations on to counter third wave. Pediatric wards, ICUs being readied in 48 hospitals. Health Minister Veena George has directed that as part of the preparation for a possible third wave of COVID-19, at least 60% of the pediatric wards and ICUs being planned in all 48 hospitals be readied in the next 3 months. Drive-through vaccination center from tomorrow. The state's first drive-through vaccination center will commence functioning at the Government College for Women on Thursday. The round-the-clock facility will enable vaccine seekers to register and avail themselves of the COVID-19 vaccine from their vehicles. Swaminathan Padmanabhan chosen for Science Prize. Agricultural scientist M.S. Swaminathan and theoretical physicist and cosmologist Thanu Padmanabhan have been selected for the Kerala Shastra Puraskaram 2021, an award instituted by the state government to honor distinguished scientists of Kerala origin. Maki Kaji, godfather of Sudoku, dies in Japan. Maki Kaji, the creator of the popular numbers puzzle Sudoku, whose life's work was spreading the joy of puzzles, has died, his Japanese company said on Tuesday. Now, sports news. India meets Pakistan in its opener. Final to be held on November 14, with next day being a reserve day. India will clash with arch rival Pakistan in their ICC T20 World Cup opener on August 24 in Dubai, the ICC announced on Tuesday. Domestic PSA event from August 23rd. For the first time, there will be a Professional Squash Association Domestic Challenger 10 squash tournament for men and women exclusively for Indians. The domestic PSA event will be held at Indian Squash Academy here from August 23rd to 26th. The prize money for the tournament is $12,000. That's the end of today's bulletin. Thank you.
The news that we heard was beyond our expectations. Somewhere bad and somewhere good. Whatever the news be, but our news reader Safia was fabulous with her beautiful voice. Thank you, Safia. And moving on to the next, the students of lower classes are mainly the students below class 9. They are very much focused on amazing facts. The amazing facts are very hard to believe, but the students are very much interested and they believe it also. Here we have Tirtha with us with some amazing and interesting facts. Let's listen to her. You're listening to RJ Deva joining from Amrita kairali Vidya Bhavan School Radio, SRADHA.
So thank you, Devananda. So today I'm here with a wonderful quiz session which is based on some amazing facts that are even hard to believe. So I firmly believe that you all will love it. It's based on some amazing facts, so I think it will be an innovative and interesting quiz session. So my first question to my dear friends is, do you know who is responsible for naming the planet called Pluto? The person who is responsible for naming the planet called Pluto. I found this question interesting because the answer to this question is the dwarf planet called Pluto was first named by a 11-year-old girl named Venetia Burney Fair, who suggested Pluto, inspired by the god of the underworld. When she put forward the idea, her librarian grandfather consulted many astronomers. They loved it and ultimately decided to use the suggestion. So, the 11-year-old who named planet Pluto was Venetia Burney Fair. She was an 11-year-old girl. Pluto, as we all know, it's a dwarf planet. Now, let me come to my second question. Who was the scientist inducted into the International Swimming Hall of Fame? There was a scientist who was also an avid swimmer. He was inducted into the International Swimming Hall of Fame. So let me give you some clues. My clues to you are, he was a great physicist. He was one of the great physicists the world had ever seen, who invented the positive and negative charges and developed various concepts regarding the topic electricity. Now, let me come to my answer. The answer to this question is Mr. Benjamin Franklin, one of the greatest physicists the world had ever seen. And he was also an avid swimmer which led to his first inventions like the oval palace. Now, my third question to you is, and also an amazing fact, which you will find hard to believe. The next question is, do you know the tasty snack which can also be used to make dynamite? There is one tasty snack. It's a nut that we eat, but which can also be used in the production of dynamites. Yes, I also find it something interesting because it's a thing which we consume. It is edible, but at the same time, it is also used to make dynamite. Now, let me come to the answer. The answer to this question is peanut. When extracted, the peanut oil can be turned into glycerol and which is again converted to nitroglycerin, an unstable explosive substance used in dynamite. So, peanuts which are edible are also used in the production of the harmful metal which is called the dynamite. Now, let me ask you another important question. The next question to you is also an amazing fact. Do you know the animal having transparent eyelids so that they can see underwater? An animal is having transparent eyelids which helps it to see underwater. Which is that animal? Do you know that answer? Yes, now let me come to the answer. The answer to this question is beaver. So beavers, they have plenty of amazing features including webbed feet and a powerful tail. So beaver is having transparent eyelids, which is a special characteristic of living organisms. Now, my last question is, do you know which is the English word, the longest English word without any vowel? The longest English word without any vowel is, do you know the answer? I also found it as something interesting because most of the words will be having one English vowel sound in it. But this is the longest English word without any vowel. Now let me come to the answer. The answer to this question is rhythm. Rhythm is the longest English word without any vowel. So now I find that this quiz was interesting for all of you. So next time I will be coming with new quiz sessions and something more. So thank you all and have a nice day.
Oh my god, it was amazing. It was fabulous. It was something different that we can't believe. Thank you so much, Tirtha, for giving us such information that we can't believe yet. And guys, now I have a serious thing to discuss with you. Do you guys know what it is? Oh, it's something about a Russian writer. Oh, don't get upfright. We all know this writer very well. May I tell his name? It's none other than Leo Tolstoy. We all know this famous writer. One of his famous books was Amrita kairali. Okay, we have RP with us to tell or inform us more about Leo Tolstoy. Let's invite RP to deliver more than what we know. It's RJ Deva joining with you from Amrita kairali Vidya Bhavan School Radio, SRADHA.
Good morning to one and all. Today I am going to introduce Leo Tolstoy before you all. Leo Tolstoy is a Russian author, a master of realistic fiction and one of the world's greatest novelists. Tolstoy was born at Yasnaya Polyana, a family estate 12 kilometers southwest of Tula, Russia. He was the fourth of 5 children of Count Nikolai Ilyich Tolstoy and Countess Maria Tolstaya. His mother died when he was 2 and his father when he was 9. Tolstoy and his siblings were brought up by relatives. His first novel, Childhood, a fictitious account of his own youth, was published in 1852. In 1851, he joined the army and served as a young artillery officer during Crimean War. Tolstoy is best known for his 2 longest works, War and Peace and Anna Karenina, which are commonly regarded as among the finest novels ever written. Among Tolstoy's shorter works, The Death of Ivan Ilyich is usually classed among the best example of novella. Tolstoy's doctrine of non-resistance to evil had an important influence of Gandhi. Tolstoy believed that a true Christian could find lasting happiness by striving for inner perfectionism through following the great commandment of loving one's neighbor and God rather than guidance from the church or state. Tolstoy died in 1910 aged 82 due to pneumonia. He spent the last hours of his life preaching love, non-violence and Georgism to fellow passengers on the train. Family Happiness, What Men Live By, A Calendar of Wisdom are some of his other works. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, RP. You gave us something more that we don't know about Leo Tolstoy. Okay guys, now I am giving you so much time to rethink or recollect our fun that what we have celebrated or discussed today. I know that you all are safe in your home. I do not want to prolong the conversation. Wishing you all a good and a bright day. It's me again, RJ Deva, signing off from Amrita kairali Vidya Bhavan School Radio, SRADHA.